Let's come. So good morning, everyone. This is Debbie Wetzler, and David Silverman is with me. He is now in Maryland, it looks like, from your background. I'm in Colorado. And we have had our wonderful corporate staff reach out to us to help us with some trainings. And so I have Skylar Johnson, and he is head of customer service and support, along with Tunde. And I believe that's similar to your title also. You're not head, but you're with him. Okay. And so they reached out to help us with training, and I put out yesterday again all the different things that he's going to be covering. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to both of them and let them proceed. So thank you both for reaching out and helping our teams.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for letting us hop on. I do have a PowerPoint. I'm going to go ahead and share, just so we can kind of go through it. And again, thank you for giving us the time today. I know that everyone can be busy, and so I'll go through this pretty quick. But also, this is meant as kind of as somebody who just joins ASEA, how can they approach the business? Because sometimes I feel like even if we're seasoned veterans, we've been here a while, getting back into the basics and kind of learning the system and going that way is beneficial. And so let me go ahead and flip over. I have to brag about my family because I love them a whole lot. So I am the senior manager of customer success here at ASEA. So I work with diamond support and executive support. And then Tunde, who's on with us, she's the managing director of associate support over all of it. So I'm glad that she's here as well. Feel free to add anything as well, Tunde, as you see fit. So I do have a 5-year-old son named Theo, a 2.5-year-old daughter named Reese, and then we just had our baby girl Allie. So she's about a month, 6 weeks old. I've been with ASEA for 4 years, coming up on 5 in May. So I've been here for a while, started in associate support, and I'm currently studying business management. And so the reason why I also throw in that last piece is a lot of what attracts me to ASEA is being able to work with individual businesses. And so I am, when I'm on the corporate side and I want to approach this, if I took the decision to jump in and join ASEA, kind of what would I do? Where would I go? So just enrolled, how do I start? What we're going to go over is here's a few things that as new associates and even seasoned veterans, these are good things to kind of just look at as basics for the company. So we're going to go through a couple commissions and bonuses, make sure that those are, ironed out. And then we're going to go through supporting reports to help us with how we're going to grow our business and evaluate it. And so first entering the company, I get the awesome opportunity of achieving a director bonus, which I've got 14 or fewer calendar days from the day I enroll, and I need to put one person that I personally sponsor on each leg. So the left and the right. Here's the little picture of it. And they both need to order at least 100 PV or like 1 case of ASEA. So I need to sponsor 2 people, let them have the 100 PV on both sides, and I hit director. And the reason why this is such a big deal is that is the very first rank, but also it's what kickstarts the ASEA journey in building the business and helping grow your business. And along with earning the director bonus, which is a $50 one-time bonus, it's an incredible thing to get right out the gate. I also get the fast start bonus. So now I've enrolled at ASEA, I've sponsored 2 people, I get my director bonus, and I also get 2 fast start bonuses. Now the fast start bonus is 20% of whatever PV is ordered at time of enrollment. So I am a very simple person. I throw out very big numbers because then it makes my math a lot easier. So if I enroll somebody with 1,000 PV, I get 20% of that as a bonus. That would be $200 fast start bonus, which is awesome. And then as you kind of scale the business and grow it in different ways, you will earn different fast start bonuses. But right out of the gate, there's 3 bonuses that I'm taking advantage of. And so, and this fast start bonus is something that's duplicatable. You can do this as often as you like. There's no limit. The director bonus is first 14 days, but the fast start bonus, that one, do as many times as you like, please. Our goal at ASEA is number one, to get this product to everyone. We know that it can change lives. We know that it can help people, and we want to compensate you while doing that. That's our second goal. And so as we, take this product out and about, we want to make sure that you're getting paid for that as well. So fast start bonus, I've got director, I'm earning bonuses. Next step how can I rank advance? What tools can I use? How can I grow my business? Or honestly, when I look at it, where do I start to set my goals? I'm a very goal-driven person. I love to set, a target. And so if the target is hitting gold or hitting bronze or hitting diamond, this qualification widget that's on the screen right now is the great place to be. And again, very simple person. I love it because green means good, red means bad. So it makes it very easy, pops in your face, easy to follow. The one downside of the qualification widget is, let's say you're pushing for bronze. Once you hit bronze, it's going to show you silver. So you don't get time to kind of revel in yes, I did this. It immediately is like, all right, on to the next. So that can sometimes be disheartening, but it is just to continue pushing, right? So here you can see it tells you how many people have you sponsored personally that are active on your left and your right leg. So the director bonus is that, have you put one on the left, one on the right with at least 100 PV? Do I have 100 personal volume? And then it also gives you this little stamp that shows you what rank you're currently trying to achieve in that week. Now, the cool part about this is you can actually change this to whatever rank that you want, and you can change this week to weeks past. So I can look at, last year or maybe, a couple months ago, what rank was I, and then see how close I was to other ranks. And it helps kind of just gauge the trajectory and trends of your business. And so as somebody who has worked in diamond support, who's worked in associate support, continues to work in the diamond support and executive support capacities, this qualification widget, I kind of live by it. I jump in and I dig into it. This is like my home page that tells me what to do and where to go. So we've all covered, just enrolled, director bonus, fast start bonus. I know where I can start to see my rank. Next goal will be to rank advance. And so I've given a little bit of a breakdown. The compensation plan has a great, breakdown of basically how to go through each individual rank. But what I did here is I actually broke it down, and I wanted to start to use kind of some of the lingo that you might hear if you call associate support, or you might hear as you talk to, your sponsors, your diamonds. One important clarification I also want to make is, as I go through these and I give kind of my tips and points of advice, please feel free to use them in conjunction with your sponsor, your diamond, whoever, is kind of mentoring you through this process. It's not meant to take or replace or be contentious with them in any way, because they have great insight that, I just don't see on the corporate side. So just a quick little plug there. But so here you can see I join ASEA. I'm immediately an associate. I can participate in these bonuses, the Fast Start Director, Retail, Preferred Customer bonus. I can't participate in team commissions just yet, and I cannot participate in like the executive momentum pool just yet. So then director, be active with 100 personal volume, have one personally enrolled associate on your left and right leg. Both associates must be active. That's also called being binary qualified. So you may hear that kind of get thrown around. So that's where that comes from. And you can still participate in the same bonuses as an associate, can't get into team commissions just yet, can't get into the pools just yet. Now, director 300 to 700, you're active with 100 PV, you're binary qualified, one on each leg, and you have a minimum of 300 points on your left and right leg, or a minimum of 700 points for director 700 legs. Sometimes you may hear this as you've got 300 points on your weak leg because your strong leg shows more points than that. You can participate in all the same bonuses, and you start to earn team commissions. So now you start to see your pathways of earning and learning continue to just open up as you're spreading, this product throughout, your region, your area with your different associates. Cannot participate in pools just yet. But that's where we jump into the bronze executive, silver executive, gold executive. So kind of the executive ranks. The PV amount does go up to 200 personal volume. You still have to be binary qualified. You have to have 2,000 lesser leg volume. You have to have 2 director 300 legs. And that means the people that you've personally sponsored have done exactly what you're doing and have reached director 300. And the reason why we have that requirements, and sometimes you can look at it and say, you know what, it's just a SIA trying to, hold people back. And it's definitely not. What we're trying to do is take you from being the founder, CEO, executive, marketing department, IT department of your business, of your SIA business, and turn you into the CEO, where you get to develop leaders and you get to help others, participate in these products and the business experience and reward that it has. And so the goal is to have you teach what's working for you. That's why we make Director 300s a part of the company. Is we want to make sure everyone gets a fair shot and everyone can have that understanding. You can participate in all these bonuses. You can earn team commissions and you start to participate in the executive momentum pool. Silver executive is the exact same all across the board, except for there's 3,000 lesser leg volume and 3 director 300 legs. So it's ramping up, right? Gold executive, same across the board, except for 5,000 group volume on your lesser leg and 4 director 300 legs. And so, and you can participate in all of these pools. And as you start to get into the executive momentum pool, there's different requirements. Because I'm a brand new associate in this example, we won't go super in depth on those. But I'm happy to jump on a call. We're happy to answer other questions as well, and maybe even kind of a part 2 to go into that second part of being an associate. But all of this is great, and I told you that I'm a simple person, so I want to show you the simple view of it. So here is an example from that qualification widget of a gold executive rank. And so you can see here, this is a test account, so everything's kind of zeroed out. We have 0 out of 200 PV, so I haven't gotten active yet. I don't have the left or the right personally active sponsored. I don't have the director 300 legs, and I don't have the binary volume. But as I work and grow, these circles are slowly going to kind of fill up. And this is awesome, and it's super good to have, but it's kind of difficult to know maybe what leg should I work on, or how can I focus on director 300 legs? And so this is my home page that leads me to the reports. So within the menu, within the reports, there are 4 different reports that I recommend kind of just playing around with and getting familiar with. These are the reports that we use on a daily basis. I didn't highlight this associate customer search because it'd be weird having the 3 red boxes, but that's also a super big one. And these reports help you determine why these numbers say what they do, but also in a sense can help you determine what's my next step? Where do I kind of go from here? And so I want to just jump into a few of them, binary tree being one of them. This is a very, I'd say, underrated report. It's daunting, I'll be honest, and sometimes it's difficult, but this binary tree allows you to just view your organization in a different light. It allows you to see maybe, I enroll, my mom or my grandma, and I want to keep them in the same leg. I can use this binary tree to kind of figure out, where are they? But also at the same time, see, is it contributing to my left leg volume, my right leg volume? So this is a cool report in order to kind of see just the organization of your business. The next report that I want to go over is a volume totals report. This volume totals report will help you determine, so now that you know how your organization is structured, where can I kind of put effort in, where can I see how I can help? Before we do that, I want to talk about the different types of volume that ASEA has. Because in the volume totals report, you're going to see like personal volume, right leg group volume, left leg group volume, PGV, PGV3, PGV50. You're going to see all that stuff in the report, which you can look across and be like, okay, that's awesome. I'm getting all these numbers, but what do they mean? And this is something that's kind of been developing over these last few months, is understanding why requirements are there. Looking into this personal volume, the reason why we require it is we want you to continue your product experience. And as you continue to purchase the product and continue to share it, you're going to continue to help, those around you. So that personal volume, we require it because it helps your business, but at the same time, allows you to continue to consume that personal product. Now, the leg volume, you put it in parentheses, you'll hear it, right leg, left leg. That is to help your business climb through the ranks. So that volume helps you see kind of where you're at as you're growing your business. And it also helps you focus on helping grow your teams. Now the PGV3 you may have seen in Ascent qualifications. That's a big one that we use to help determine, who can earn their way to Ascent. As you push into diamond ranks, PGV 50 is something that kind of becomes a point of focus, and ambassador ranks, PGV. So it's all the same, just looking at it from different lenses. And this volume, the intent behind it is to help you grow a wide base that helps you maintain your business at a consistent rank and continue to receive consistent paychecks. We've heard Tyler talk about a legacy business. We want you to have a legacy business. This PGV volume, when we dig into it, helps you see, okay, am I just developing one group or am I developing as many as I can? Am I being, the founder support team, everything, or am I being that CEO that's helping develop my leaders and helping them grow, and definitely in different capacities. So now that we kind of understand why those volumes are about, here in the volume totals page, this is a lot of numbers. It's a lot going on. But the first week is always going to be your current week. And so this is screenshot of a test account. It's not live volume or anything like that, so I can't click on it. But everywhere where you see these blue numbers, you can actually click on them and it will tell you who has ordered in that commission period. So this is a great retention tool. Maybe you know that, one of your customers orders every couple of weeks and you click on it and you notice that they're not on the list. You can give them a quick call and say, I just want to make sure everything's okay. Make sure you're doing okay. I didn't see that order come through and I want to make sure that I can help you get that product. So it's a cool retention piece, but it also helps you see, okay, so I want to focus on my right leg volume on this, right? It's because it's lesser than my left leg. You have the period volume that comes in during the commission period, and carryover is anything that we didn't pay out last week, we're going to roll it into this week. We're not going to take it away. We want to make sure that you can continue to earn. And then over here, you have your PGV and PGV3. So PGV3 is a big one with Ascent coming up. Being able to kind of prep and gear up to qualify for Ascent. PGV3 is always important. And PGV helps you understand, how am I building my business? How am I developing my business? So this is an amazing report that I use on a consistent basis to help determine what is the highest rank that I can possibly hit. So I use that qualification widget and then I dive into it. Next up, we've got the Director 300 report. And the Director 300 report is amazing. This allows you to keep a really good pulse on everybody that you've personally sponsored. So the way that it works is you click on the Director 300 report through the menu, and you'll see your associate ID or name populate here. You can choose the commission period you want to look at. And typically this is used as we're pushing through rank advancement and stuff. So I always keep it as kind of the current week. Again, as a screenshot from a test account, it's a little bit older. And then I don't really change most of these, but you definitely can. These are filters that say, do I want to see anyone who is active, inactive, or just everyone? That is all. Only active, you'd click yes. I want to see everyone who's inactive, you'd click no. And then same with lesser leg volume. Anyone who has at least 50 volume, anyone who has at least 100, and there's a few options there. And then anyone who's binary qualified or not. Once you've kind of made your decision on what you want to choose, you'll hit show report. And I'm going to zoom in here because I know that is very small. It gives you this awesome, it spits out this awesome report. It tells you what level they're on. So PGV, this is my first level because I personally sponsored them, right? We can kind of look at it as like kids, grandkids, great grandkids, kind of the genealogical tree that you would look at. And so you'll see the level one, it has their name, what rank they're being paid at, what rank was the highest rank they've ever achieved, and then their ID number. And then here's the tip that I want to give with this report. If I need to grow my right leg and I need a Director 300 leg, by using this report in conjunction with the volume totals report, I'll help my Director 300 leg on my right leg while also helping my right leg volume. And it's not 2 orders, it's only 1. So making your volume work for you. And the cool part about that is, since you're helping your Director 300 leg, you'll be getting PGV, PGV3, PGV50, lesser leg volume, and a Director 300. That's 5 different ways that volume floats through your organization to help you. And so this is a great tool to help kind of maximize your business, but also just the efforts that you're putting in with your team. And so this Director 300 leg report, it tells you, are they a Director 300 leg or not? What leg they're on. Are they active? No. Binary qualified? No. How many associates they've enrolled total? But then over here, it will tell you what their lesser leg is, what their total left leg, total right leg, and then we've got these 2 circles, and these 2 circles are clickable. On the left, it's anyone that I've personally enrolled that is active on my left leg, and on the right is anyone I've personally enrolled on my left leg. So it gives you kind of that ratio. It can be 1 out of 2 or 2 out of 3. That would mean 2 are active out of the 3 total. And so you want to know who that is, you can click on it and it'll actually tell you. So it's a great also way of kind of retention, going through your team to make sure that everybody's doing well. And then over here, you've got their phone number, mobile phone number, and email. If it's dashed out like that, it's just because due to privacy reasons, they don't really want to accept a phone call at that time. And so what ASEA does is it takes that information out. And then, if it's up to them if they want to give their number out to everybody else. So if you see that, it's just that they don't want us to give that out. So we just won't be able to. But this is the Director 300 kind of walkthrough that I definitely wanted to hint at. So again, I just want to reiterate that volume can work in a few different ways for you. So big takeaways, some things to remember throughout this presentation is make your volume work for you in your business, right? By using these different reports and diving into, I need help on my left leg or my right leg, and I need a Director 300, and using the reports to your advantage. We want to help maximize the compensation for you, qualify for Ascend trips, and help you build a legacy business. ASEA is here, and we want you to continue to receive that paycheck. We want you to continue to receive that product experience. And the second thing to remember, there's no need to memorize all of this. I talked a lot. I talked quick. My PowerPoint presentation may have been so blue that it was difficult to see or something like that. But you have an associate support team that is here for you. You have your diamonds. We've got diamond support, executive support. The network that is here to support you, not only from the field, but corporate is there. And I just want to make sure that that, as you're digging through these and looking into things, give us a call and let's help you. Give us a call and we can maybe walk through it. We can't necessarily tell you exactly where to go, what to do, but we can walk you through it with us at the same time. And so, and on top of that, any questions, concerns, or feedback, and please feel free to reach out. We have an incredible executive team that listens to you, listens to us, and we want to make sure that we can get your voice heard. And so as you guys are going through your ASEA business, we're here for you. We want to support you. I appreciate all that you guys do and the time that you gave. Debbie, definitely, if you need kind of a part 2, we can go a little bit more in depth on a few other reports or executive momentum pool. But that is all that I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for your time.
Can I ask a couple questions real quick?
You 100% can. I'd be remiss if you didn't.
I didn't know if you had a time limit.
No.
Because you brought it up and you went into kind of silver, gold, and the pools, the executive momentum pools, can you just go over very quickly that you do have to earn gold, say twice in a row to open up that pool?
Yep.
And that if you're not a really solid gold, you might want to consider trying not to open the pool until you get to solid gold so you can benefit from all the pools in a consecutive. You'll explain it better. So go ahead.
You explained it way better than I probably will. So that's perfect. So that executive momentum pool is exactly that as you are progressing through the executive ranks, If you can maintain bronze for 2 weeks in a row, you'll unlock the pool, and every time that you hit bronze, you'll be paid based on the shares and the volumes of the company. And there's a cool report that dives into it. But that feeds into us wanting to make sure that you're just continuing to receive that paycheck week over week, and continuing to build that business. And so, like Debbie said, by maintaining bronze, you can maximize your compensation plan payout for that pool period. And then next would be silver, and then gold and platinum. So we have those cool opportunities and pools that are unlocked that help you kind of maintain that continuous payout through that pool.
Because you're in bronze executive pool for 12 weeks. And if you're
Mhm.
paid bronze every week, then you get that bonus money
Exactly.
coming in. If you miss
Exactly.
bronze one time, then you're not paid for that week. So that's why be a solid executive if you can. And lastly, we had a question. Could you go over PG 50 again, what that exactly means?
Absolutely. I definitely kind of brushed over it, so that's great. So
Okay.
PGV 50, what it does is it actually takes your personal group volume, so that PGV total, we cut it in half. And so the reason why we cut it in half is it helps you dive in a little bit deeper as to who in my organization, what groups are kind of building. And so that PGV 50 is a requirement for diamond rank, because it cuts it in half, and there's certain caps that you have. But again, it's to force that business building across the board to develop multiple groups, not just one. And that cutting it in half sometimes helps versus seeing some astronomical number. Cutting it in half, you can see it a little bit deeper and dive into it a little bit more.
So one of the reasons is, Skylar, is that someone could come into this business, they can't just sign up one person and ride off into the sunset. They have to have really at least two people.
Absolutely.
You want somebody on hopefully both sides, but that's the reason, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. And it is for your benefit. Sometimes when it's holding us back, it's viewed as not, but it really genuinely is. It's meant to help maintain bronze, maintain silver,
Yeah.
and maintain all the way up. And then as you hit into diamond, being able to maintain for diamond pool. And so it's to build that consistent, habitual, good business building practices. So you're exactly right, David.
And it's really, thanks, Skylar. We always say you want to go wide. You talk about building a business, you go wide, and the reports help with that, seeing that, and you want to go deep, right? You want to go both. The only way to go deep for most people is to go wide enough to find people that are going to build, because you can enroll 50 people, and they're really just glorified customers of that. You're signing up as associates, really they're not interested. They just signed up as associates. You've got to identify. My leaders, almost all of them, are in depth 5, 6, 10 levels down. I mean, I'm directly under Debbie, so she got kind of fortunate that I'm right there. But most people, it's not the way it is. But if you just roll 10 people and you think that's going to be enough, most people are not motivated or coachable, or combined, both. Most of them are not going to come to a training like this. Most of them are not going to watch a recording like this, because maybe they just don't believe enough that this could change their life. But those of us who do, and we see it, we're like, I wanted these trainings. I want to know this, but you got to go wide enough to find enough people that are going to put people in front of you to start building that depth. And these reports are so key with that. And one report that I'm waiting for that Jeremy is working on is a box on the dashboard. Tunde, I've been talking about this for 2 years. I think we're coming really close. A box on the dashboard to show people have a lot of activity signing up customers, because we see the associates they're signing up, and we can say, hey, you know what? Tunde just signed up 4 people this week. I got to give Tunde a call, because I want to plug her into what's going on and make sure she's coming to convention. But we can't see who's signing up customers. And so that's one thing that I just can't wait to see on the dashboard. And maybe Tunde and Skylar, if you could push Jeremy a little bit more. We're getting close.
We will definitely follow up. And David, I love how you said that who cares, they're going to attend these meetings, right? And they need these reports and to know these reports. So I just want to emphasize what Skylar said there, that the support team is really here for you guys. We have 75 employees. I don't know if you guys know that we have a team here in corporate, in Asia, in Europe, and we truly want to build that relationship with everyone, and we're here to support you. I remember the day when Laura went diamond. I supported. That night was absolutely amazing. It was, your success is our success. And we don't, there is a saying, I always say this in support, that we don't know what we don't know. So please, please give us a call and contact us, because we truly here to support you, and we appreciate your hard work.
Appreciate you guys. I
Thanks.